And Sheriff Mark, also, there are other ways that these individuals who are some in their 90s, some even 100 years old,
Sure.
can need more security in their homes. What do you suggest for that?
Absolutely. First of all, we have an Are You OK program, which is free from my office. That is a at least once a day phone call. Actually, we have a couple people that have it as their morning phone call and nighttime phone call. So that way, if they fall down during the day or have a problem, we can notify loved ones that they're not coming to the phone. I'm a big believer in locks. Deadbolt locks are very good and very important to use those locks. It gets frustrating to me when I talk to people that'll go out of town. They feel so comfortable living all their lives out in the country and they feel so safe. It's like, well, I don't need to lock my doors. Very important to lock the doors. I am also a big believer in alarm systems. They're a huge deterrent. And actually, we have had situations where there have been multiple break-ins in an area, and when they break into the house with the alarm system, the siren goes off, they leave. There might be damage to the door, but they didn't take a single thing, versus the homes that they went to that did not have an alarm system.
Or injure anybody.
Or injure anyone. So alarm systems are very, very good, and you can also use those alarm systems to monitor your furnace to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and sump pump warnings. So alarm systems have come down in price. 30 years ago, only rich people had alarm systems. Now they're very, very, very affordable.
How about cameras with family that are out of town?
Cameras are handy, especially of like the barnyard, the property, to see what's going on. They're good. They're a deterrent. And also, if something does come up missing, we can work on trying to see if we can get a license plate, depending on how the cameras are, or be able to identify the person that is there. Lighting is very important. Motion lights are great because if someone's sneaking around a property, the light comes on. They don't know if it came on because it's a motion light or did it come on because someone saw them. Burglars, thieves do not like light. So the more you light up an area, the more you're going to deter a criminal. Also, very important to lock things up. It's frustrating for me when someone has a car broken into and had valuables taken out of the car, and then you find out they didn't even lock the car. They had the valuables in plain sight. If you have valuables in the car, I don't know what those would be, but make sure you lock them in the trunk. Don't leave things where they're out in the open to tempt someone from breaking into your vehicle and stealing things.
How about landscaping?
Very important to trim back those bushes. People live in the same, especially out in the country, you'll have people live in the same house for 50 years. Bushes, little shrubs they planted a long time ago now are huge. So you want to be able to trim bushes so that you can see the windows, see the doors, and eliminate the hiding spots. Picture yourself being a burglar. Could you hide behind that bush when someone is looking? So trim those shrubbery back.
Sheriff Wasylyshyn, thank you so much for joining us here on Affirm Foundation Joyful Aging Messages Overtime.
My pleasure.